So I actually got to meet Sombra. Like it was pretty cool. You wanna see? Oh, cool. All right. Hit it.
Hey,
Hi.
what's up?
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm well. I'm well. Yeah. Okay. I know. I know. Like that's all you get. I couldn't really get like an interview from her because time is money. But she was really a dope ass person. If you don't believe me, like seriously. So before I actually talked to her at that point, I was in a VIP, just chilling by myself, cooling. That's what I do, right? I cool. I really wasn't talking to anybody because I didn't know anybody. Started talking to the person next to me. I was like, hey, you're cool. You're here. What's your story? And he started telling me, oh yeah, so I'm here at conventions because I work here. I was like, oh, you work here? He's like, yeah, I volunteer here because since I volunteer here at these events, I get to go to these things for free. And I'm like, oh, really? Because to be in the VIP after party for one of the nights, you had to pay some money for a ticket. He didn't because he was just actually there. He just, hey man, like I volunteer here, and because I volunteer here, I can pretty much go anywhere I want. And so he was there. We just started, talking because I wasn't talking to anybody, and this guy was just cool. He was like, yeah, man, you should just go up and like meet people. Here, I'll show you this person. And so I get up and I follow him, and he's like, hey, meet this person. And I'm like, hey, what's up? How are you? And this lady, she was like, hey, what's up? How are you? I'm like, yo, man, you wouldn't know how I'm doing? Hey, man, this is pretty cool. Come to find out that I didn't know who she was. I really didn't know anything about her. But what's cool is that my son knows a little bit about her. The voice actor of Sombra in Overwatch. Yeah, man. So I mean, the lady was cool. I just really didn't know much about her. But the fact that she said that she does a voice for a character in Overwatch, and I'm like, damn, dude, that's cool. My son would actually like think you're like the dopest person. If he got to meet you, like that would just be cool. And she was like, hey man, your son knows who my character is, so why don't you just stop by the booth tomorrow and I'll give you a signature, for your son. Just come on. I'm like, okay, cool. All right. And so the next day, I went and see her. I stopped by her little booth, and she was like, hey, yo, welcome. Hey, for your son, an autograph? I was like, yeah. And she's like, what's his name? His name is Son Kane. Son Kane. I'm like, yeah, I call my son Kane because he's my son. And so, Son Kane. And she's like, okay, cool. And then she just like, and was to Son Kane, hack the world. And yeah, man, like that was cool. Like she went out of her way to actually autograph and sign something for my son, who's a fan of Overwatch. And then that was just dope as hell. She a cool ass person. And so I really didn't know too much about her, but there was an Overwatch panel, and so I was like, all right, cool, let me go see what this Overwatch panel is about. And like, man, she's up there on stage, and there's like a whole bunch of other dudes there. They're important characters, they're more important people. And she was up there, calm, collected, cool. These guys that were telling their stories. And when she went up there and she told her stories. But what I noticed about her in her storytelling, about how she was able to portray a character of a certain demographic in a really good and positive spotlight. I'm like, dude, this little lady, she got some fire to her, like she ain't no pushover. I was like, man, I can dig that, man. She's cool, man. She is cool. I'm really glad she does what she does, man. She likes positivity, and she's dope, dude. She's dope. So yeah, I'm sure you guys actually wanted like a real interview of like, yo, this is it though. But that involves somebody's time, and I don't think she had the time at that time to do something like that, and it was kind of just like, I just want to say hi. I think you're dope as fuck, you know? Dope, strong, here to play, ain't afraid to play with the big boys. Like, it's good shit. This is good shit. And so that's my experience with Miss Carolina and Sombra. Yeah, so like I figured out now that if I ever start playing Overwatch, I'm gonna play as Sombra just because, dude, she's dope as fuck. Me, I'm selective with characters I play anyways, and then my son, he's got Overwatch and he still hasn't hacked the planet or hacked the world. I'm not exactly sure what the achievement is, but I do know like to achieve the achievement in one round, you have to hack 15 people with Sombra. Dudes come close, and I'm like, all right, man, you gotta do your tactics. Don't just go up and kill the person after you do. Why don't you just hack them and dip, hack them and dip, hack them and dip? You know, like, you gotta have tactics, and shoot, one day he will get it done. Anyways, Miss Carolina, you're dope as hell. Thank you for that, like, very short. Like, this shit was cool, man. This shit was cool. Hella cool. And shoot, eventually, I'd like to see her in the future, man. Possibly do conduct a real interview, you know, but ain't no telling how or when that'll be possible. But yo, guys, if we can make it possible, fuck it, let's do it. All right, guys. Awesome videos, bro. Like, comment, subscribe. Yo, holla at your boy. Peace.
Good night, sugar.
That's what I'm talking about. Later, guys.